Tell me about the joy of playing music. Explain the joy to me. Where is it?
Something that, when it's perfect, it's like... It's like being lifted out of your body. It's like you're not there anymore. And it feels so good.
No matter how loud the crowd cheers, something about playing in Charlottesville, Virginia keeps Dave Matthews grounded. What's it like coming to play here?
It's always harder to play at home. It's a weird thing. It's always the homecoming. It's always joyful, but you always want to do better. I wrote a lot of my songs in that pink warehouse. Is it pink? What color is that? Is it peach?
It's pink. Matthews now lives out west. He says his roots remain here, where his eponymous band began its record ascent to the top of the Billboard charts in the early 1990s.
I couldn't have begged to have a greater experience than playing this band in my life. I want some other experiences, but I don't feel like I'm entitled to it because, Jesus, how can this happen to one person?
Blessed with fame, but also generosity, the Dave Matthews Band has made a habit of sharing its good fortune. You've given away like more than $40 million. Like, this is so weird.
What? I'm going to put an end to that immediately. Here is Crescent Halls.
The band recently committed $5 million to reimagine public housing in Charlottesville, beginning with a complete renovation of this residential apartment building downtown.
Things are falling apart, elevators don't work, and it's amazing that you can be in the middle of everything and still be this neglected.
You talked about feeling roots in Charlottesville. You bounced around a lot before that.
My father and mother are South African. My dad was a physicist, did research at UVA. He passed away when I was a kid, and then we went back to South Africa for the supportive family that was there.
Matthews went to high school there while the segregationist apartheid was still in place.
And then when I finished high school, I got my call-up papers to join the military there. And I thought, that's not something I'm desperate to do. And so I moved back to the States. But when I came back to America, I suddenly everywhere I looked, there was racism. And it was sort of amazing, but it hit me in the face all the time.
In the name of the Commonwealth, you are commanded to immediately disperse.
Charlottesville itself was hit in the face in August of 2017 with the white supremacists. How did that make you feel as somebody who put down roots in Charlottesville?
I don't know if it's an irony, but I was in South Africa, and I was with family there. And, excuse me. And my friend Brian phoned me and said, I think I've just witnessed a murder. I think I've just witnessed a hate crime. It's very hard when you look at what happened in this town, the destruction of a beautiful possibility. And it broke my heart to see it happen. But I do think that maybe we can make some beautiful progress happen. Thank you very much.
That progress for Matthews started with a concert for Charlottesville in 2017.
Charlottesville is a place full of hope.
Which featured performances from Justin Timberlake, Pharrell, and Ariana Grande.
And then the cherry on top of all cherries, Stevie Wonder showed up. It was the most amazing concert. And we said, what are we going to do? And, well, let's do something real.
For the band, that meant expanding opportunity. In addition to repairing this apartment building, they plan to replace every public housing unit in the city of Charlottesville. All 376 of them.
We are hoping that it's going to jazz people.
It is a transformative effort residents Joy Johnson and Audrey Oliver have been pushing for nearly 20 years.
It would take all of this area.
They showed us the first soon-to-be site of new public housing in a generation. So is this a turning point?
I'm saying yes. Yes, I think this is the turning point.
But just to have someone come in and say, what can we do there?
The inequities and the lack of access that some people experience in this town, like in every town, seems like something that should be remedied. And we are fortunate enough to be able to at least push it in the right direction.
So when the buildings are built here, and people are living here, and it's the grand opening day, what's that party gonna look like?
Oh, I'm gonna dance like hell.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate.
We gonna celebrate.
We're gonna celebrate that.
Yeah.
Will you need musical accompaniment?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So I booked you a gig.
Oh, good. That's good. Good.
Of course, getting a date won't be easy. Loyal fans have kept the Dave Matthews Band on the road pretty much since their first gig in Charlottesville nearly 3 decades ago. Are you going to be touring until they take your boots off?
I don't know. I have no idea. I dream about going and living in a hut in Kenya and growing my facial hair. But I feel very grateful for being able to make a noise with people that want to make a noise, because it's a beautiful opportunity.
Thank you for indulging us, everybody. Thank you very, very much.
He is such a great guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Think of what he's going to do.
Yeah, he feels that in his bones. You could see it. And Audrey Oliver and Joy Johnson aren't bad either. Charlottesville. And a shout out to Joe Long, who produced it, and Brian Cunningham, and Lauren Honeymeyer, and of course our own resident Dave Matthews aficionado, Adam Verdugo.
Well, I'm right up there with that.
Yeah.
Let me say, I knew there was a reason I'm a fan. It's been throughout college, and I love stories like this.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, this gives us all reason to revisit this story as they begin this project.
That's exactly right.
The best of what's around, as that banner says. Any fan knows what that means? And you can hear more of John's conversation with Dave Matthews on today's CBS This Morning podcast. It's available on all major podcast platforms. You're watching CBS This Morning. We will be right back.